All right, we seen Boots Ennis versus Lima. Man, they was acting like dog beat Terrence Crawford. They was acting dog beat Floyd Mayweather. They was acting like dog beat Bernard Hopkins in his prime. You know, and what, a minute and 30 seconds, he got Lima out of there. And I looked at Lima tape. I sure did. Trash. They was like, well, he fought McKinnon on 5 days. No, McKinnon wasn't shit. That McKinnon kid was very stiff. Lima was very stiff, straight up. And if you notice, they don't want to put Boots in there, anybody with lateral movement. You know, his father knows his strengths and weaknesses, and his manager and Eddie, they know all Boots' strengths and weaknesses, and that's a fact. But as far as the fight, I mean, it seemed like it took them forever just to put the fight on. Man, I was like, man, I was watching Children of the Corn trying to peep what was going on, and they just taking forever to put the fucking fight on. The undercard, who was on the undercard? You know, and but you know, for the most part, he came out there and destroyed Lima. You know, Lima was trash, respectfully. You know, I seen the tape, slow, lethargic, stiff. You know what I'm saying? He was a step below Avila. That's a fact. He was a step below Lima. He really was. He was a step below Lima. I mean, Lima was a step below Avila. Word to the mother. And Boots did what he was, you know, supposed to do. Went out there and destroyed him. And you got to ask yourself, what was the point of that particular fight? And Eddie Hearn all fight week said he got that, he did, you know, he handpicked that fight. And you got to ask yourself, what was the point of that particular fight, really? And it was a tune-up, but you know, he threw a nice uppercut when Lima was trying to, I think, throw a left hand or a right hand or something, a left hand or a right. It was a left hand, something he was trying to throw. I think he was trying to throw a left hand, and Boots did a great job of throwing that uppercut, because Lima was about to catch him, and Boots reactions, his reflexes, to a beautiful uppercut, and then, you know, Flurry stopped him, Flurry dropped him, flurried again, dropped him, flurried again. The referee stopped it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they was acting like, you know, he put that weak ass interim WBA belt around his waist. Like, what was the point of that? That was a waste of everybody's time as far as spending money. For camp, it was a camp to fill his body out, but did he really get to see a difference between 47 and 54? Other than camping in a real fight and know how his body gonna react? I mean, he picked a guy that's just gonna stand right in front of you. No special effects, no great power, stiff, slow, no slickness, no speed. You know, pretty much straight up and down. So I didn't see nothing that told me that, oh, this is, like, after the fight, this is my division. If you notice, when they do the press conference, Eddie is talking for him. Eddie is talking for him. They talking about Virgil Ortiz is next, but he ain't signed the fight, or if he ain't, is he next or is he not next? That's a fact. Is he next if he not? At the end of the day, the name of that fight should be Scam, most likely. Most likely a scam. It's a scam. Neither one of them are good fighters. Neither one of them prove anything. And they can't hide behind Errol Spence and the Terrence Crawford fight no more. They have not been proactive before then, during that period, or after that period. They have not been proactive in the humbling themselves and going to get fights. They both think they're worth more than what they worth. They not. You haven't done anything to even have worth in this sport, this boxing. So to say you gonna get Mazaliev, to say you gonna fight, you know, Virgil Ortiz, you gonna fight Virgil next or not? Because it's, oh, we signed, but we waiting on him, or they. I'm like, but what is it? What is it? Well, what is it? We don't expect Erickson Lubin to get a decision versus Virgil Ortiz. No, respectfully. Golden Boy don't like niggas, you know, so in reality, Erickson Lubin need to go out there and get a knockout. And if they smart, You dealing with a dude who had rhabdomyosis, I'm going to the body, bruh. I'm going to the body. If my game plan would insist on destroying this dude to the body until he cough up his esophagus. That's what the game plan should be. Going to his body. You know? Any dude that got rhabdomyosis, man, bro, I'm not worried about no headshot, especially with no Mexican. I'm destroying the body. But, you know, like I continue to say, when you look at that situation between them, man, hey, Joe, man, they gonna fight probably the WBA for the full title guy. A guy from Germany. Some people say he had a raw deal of some of his fights. He pretty good. I think he upset Tellers, a Cuban. So it was rumors that German guy from whatever the fuck, country from Africa he from, that him and Charlo was gonna fight, and Charlo won $5 million. Like, these dudes want money that they not worth. And it's another thing that Eddie said, and I might talk about this in another video. I'm gonna talk about Keith Thurman. He said another prominent thing, in my opinion. He said that boxing is where the fighters take the run and the money, and that's why it won't work for Dana White, because then UFC takes all the money. That's bullshit. If you believe that the boxers bring home more money on a regular basis in boxing than the promoters, you bullshit, bro. You dumb in the motherfucker, bro. Those promoters bring in more money than the fighters. I guarantee you it. I guarantee you it. They bring in more money than them damn fighters. That's why they like the system. That's why they like the system the way they like the system. That's why. They like the system because they're profiting for the system. Who benefits from them? Think about it. Who benefits from not making the best fight? If you make the biggest and the best fight, there's more money to split. Right? Regardless, you're gonna make more money if you make a big fight with Bob Arum than making a small bullshit fight on your own. Right? So they don't want to make, the reason they like nickel and dime in these fights and doing these trash fights is because they're making more money. They're making more money off this bullshit ass system. That's a fact. They're making more money off this bullshit ass system. So the whole fight was a waste of time. Y'all niggas stayed up to watch that shit last night, man. And y'all was waiting until get a life. Go get a life. Ain't no way this was the existence of your Saturday night, bro. And if you trying to stack paper, I feel it, bro. Like, you trying to conserve some bread. But shit, I'd rather go out there and fuck with a chicken head. Hell yeah, so it's Halloween month. Man, I'll be watching horror flicks. I'm doing something. Cause that shit was pathetic, bro. It was pathetic on paper. It was even more pathetic in the ring. Real spill. It was pathetic on paper, even more pathetic in the ring. And I'm just keeping it a thigh wide. Real talk. I'm just keeping it a thigh wide. They need their ass whooped. They need their ass whooped. And then they acting like he did something. Like, they acting like he went out there, Teresa Rich for mayor re-elect. I didn't know they had I'm guessing maybe she black. I didn't even know they had a black mayor out here. Maybe it could be a white lady. But now they put a rainbow over here. Yeah. Teresa Rich, definitely probably a black lady. I think put a rainbow. Oh man. Y'all niggas be going to get these watches and these motherfucking cars and shit. And these hoes be going with $20 rainbow dresses on. Sheen dresses on. You better get off the fucking phone before you get hit. Yeah, you on the fucking phone before you get fucking mollywopped. Come on, Brad, get out the way. Brad just in the motherfucking way. Get out the way, Brad. Go home to Cheryl or Becky. But no, on the serious note, yeah, on the serious note, that shit, man, they acting like this. Oh yeah, this my division, and I'm the best in the division. I'm like, what did you do? I'm like, what did you do that was so significant? You know, you beat a nobody. Oh, we won the top 10. That nigga ain't top 10. That nigga, man, they just, I swear, I just hate so much things about the sanction about bodies, man, just in general. They should all have the same top 10 opponents. If Lima is a top 10, 154-pound fighter, all right? If he's a top 10, 154-pound fighter, bro, throw the whole division. The division is ass. The division is that. If he's a top 10, 54-pounder overall, the division is ass. Throw the whole division away. And they going out like this dude then did miracles. I believe in miracles. Like he just did something, like he beat Fondora. He gonna say all these names and he not gonna fight none of the guys they saying. Most of the guys they saying, they ain't gonna fight them next. I'll tell you that right now. That was not impressive. It wasn't impressive. It wasn't impressive. It wasn't, nothing he was gonna do in that fight was gonna be able to impress anybody. He's a fraud. Boots is a fraud, and it's his next fight gonna show that he a fraud too. Even if he fight that dude for Germany for the title, I don't want to hear it. If Fondora ain't next, if Mazaliev ain't next, and Ortiz ain't next, I ain't trying to hear it. And regardless, I don't really care for the Ortiz fight no more because they both just scams. They should go out there and prove themselves. One should go fight Fondora, one should go fight Mazaliev. And Ortiz could have fought Mazaliev. Now, Fondora ducking, if that's true, ain't nothing you can do about that. That whole ass nigga give away a belt in a minute. What Too Short say? He said, I'll lend you a bitch, but won't lend you a joint. But that's what it is. I be trying to tell y'all, bro, that nigga's a scam until proof otherwise. Do I think Jaron Boots has a absolutely very talented young man, very talented fighter. But when you out here false advertising, like they act like he this killer. If you a killer, y'all been telling us this for 3 or 4 years. When the 147 got hot with T.O., with Devin, and with Brian Norman Jr., y'all got the fuck up out of there. So y'all really started looking sketchy then. You was with PBC, so you really know you really ain't body then. Then you go to Eddie Hearn scam room. You really ain't body. So it's my opinion on it, man. I appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.